I have so many people say to me, when do you use your wrists in the golf swing? Is it in the backswing? Is it on the through swing? Or do we use our wrists at all? I'm here today to clear this question up. Before we start, don't forget, hit that link below to get on my website, to get on the waiting list for lessons with myself here at Whittlebury Park Golf Club. Now, here's the thing. So many of you think, oh, you need to keep really, really stiff and have as fewer moving parts as possible in the golf swing. That makes common sense, but it's not actually true. We need to move the body to move the golf club in the right way. So we've got to move the right moving parts at the right sequence at the right time. Obviously, we can't think about all those moving parts at the right time. We have to segment it. And today we're going to be focusing purely on those wrists and what they need to do during this golf swing. So the big first question is, do we need to hinge the wrist? Do we need to use the wrist to swing that golf club? The categorical answer is absolutely. So for example, if you don't use your wrists in the golf swing, it's going to be very, very stiff and tense, and you are going to struggle to, one, gain any sort of speed to that golf club, but also get back to that ground in a repeatable way. The arc of the golf club might be too wide. The arc of the golf club might be too little if we keep those wrists really, really stiff. It's what I call an energy cul-de-sac. We coil up on the way back, and we've got to allow that whipping of that golf club to take place using those wrists. So we have to, it's imperative, we have to use those wrists in the golf swing. The big question is, when do we hinge and how much do we hinge? That's a big question. Here we go. So what I want you to do, we've got to make sure the wrists are hinging just gently from the start on the way back. So when we turn our body on the way back, when we rotate, those wrists should just be gently hinging all the way to the top. So it's almost equidistant amount of hinge to turn. So for example, it's not like we just hinge and then turn. I've seen a lot of people do that fairly successfully. Don't try this at home though if you're faint of heart. And likewise, I've seen a lot of people, and this is more common, this is a man down sort of scenario here. If you turn your body, but don't hinge your wrists until the top, you're already going to be struggling. Because the problem is that body is completely outpaced the wrists, and then everything's out of sequence. The body, the spine usually tends to tilt down target. We're going to come chopping down. It is man down. So what we need to do is make sure that on the way back when we're rotating, it's just a gentle hinge all the way to that top of that swing. And then from there, we can just turn through beautifully. Again, not too hard on the way through. So again, in a previous video, we talked about not firing the hips. We just want to let the body just gently rotate on the way through. And a re-hinging of those wrists on that way through will help allow that golf club to create, and you can listen for this as well, a whoosh at the bottom of the arc of that swing where that ball is. So it's on the way back, it's that gentle hinge turn, gentle hinge turn, gentle hinge turn, gentle hinge turn, re-hinge whip on that way through. And trust me, especially if you don't use your wrists on the way back, you do this even just for the first few shots, you'll see an unbelievable quality of strike there that you probably never experienced before had you not used your wrists. Gentle hinge to coincide with the turn all the way back to the top. Re-hinge on that way through, allowing that whip to take place at the bottom of that swing.